Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time you're working today. I'm doing this video. This is Nolly Cruz, by the way. Doing this video in response to Carla's request to give specific instructions on how to back up the Editia files, Editia databases, and Editia folders in your respective cafes. So to be able to follow along, I recommend that you open up your backup instructions.pdf, the one handed down to you by your respective managers. If you haven't done so, I'll give you that opportunity. Please pause this video for a while, and then we'll follow along after that. Okay, so I have on screen right now two parts or two windows. The one on top is representing the source location for the files that we're going to copy today, and the one at the bottom will be representing your backup USB. So usually on your manager's computer there will be a D drive, and within that D drive you have your Editia DB folder. So follow along with me and open those up. So we're going to do steps 1 to 17 in your basic instructions file. So for the first one, receive the backup device. I hope you have done so already. If not yet, then when you do receive your files, do sign up on the transmittal form that goes with it, just to make sure that head office gets notified of the fact that you have received the device. Then step 2, we have to create in the destination folder, which is the backup device at the bottom here. We have to create the subfolder called Editia DB. We'll do that right now. And the way to go about it is you look for an empty or white space within the folder, and then you right click, and then you select the new folder, and then you type in the name of the new folder that you're creating. Press enter, and then we go on to step number 3. We prepare to execute the backup at night. The reason for this is we want our backup operation to not disrupt the cafe operations during the daytime. Okay, and then number 4, we do an EOD transaction. This is executed using your cashiering station. So you perform your usual EOD. Then after you're done with that, you shut down all of the computers in your cafe. So you visit every one of the terminals in your cafe and shut them down, including all cashiering and ordering stations. This is quite important. Without this, we will not be successful in our backup operation. Number 6, go back to the desk on your manager's desk, and on the manager station you look for your Editia software that's been executing all day long. So the way you do that in Windows, I suppose it's always on the upper right hand corner. You press on the X button, and that shuts off your application. Here you would see that it's on the, because I'm using a different operating system, it's on the upper left hand. So next is number 7. Again, using Windows Explorer, and again I'm using a different application here, so it might look a little bit different. You navigate to the D Editia DB folder. So here, D Editia, and you will find all of these files and folders that need to be backed up. Okay, this will be our source files. Then number 8, you do a copy of all of these files. We do first on the bare files. You have your Editia MDB, Editia LDB, and whatnot. All of the list is located in your guide. So I'm going to select all of them, and the way to select them is you click your first file, and while holding down your control key on the keyboard, you click on another file and another until all of the files have been selected. And then on top of any of those files you do a right click, and this is where the procedure gets tricky. What you have to do next is select on copy and do everything you can not to wiggle your fingers into doing a cut. Alright, just do a copy. Keep your hand steady and do a copy here. And then next, so that's number 9. Number 10, you go to your destination location. Step number 10, you do a paste. So the way you go about that is you open your Editia DB subfolder, the one you created a while ago, and then you right click on an empty space again, you do a paste here. Okay, so you have this bar which tracks the progress of your copy operation. You make sure that you reach the end of this lighted bar to make sure that the operation has been completed. The next step is to do that also for the other folders in the source location. So go back to your source location on top here, the Editia DB folder, manager station. This time you select your folders, the inbox, outbox, and sent. So the way to go about that, again, we repeat the same procedure. You click on one folder first, and while pressing on your control key on your keyboard, you click on another subfolder and then the sent folder finally. And then you do a right click, again hold your hand steady and make sure you do a copy, not a cut. Very important. So copy, and then you go back down to your Editia subfolder within the backup device. Again, on the same folder, you do a paste. Again, as mentioned a while ago, you have to take note of that bar. You have to make sure the bar is lighted up until the end to make sure that all of the copy operations have been completed. Then step number 13, you have to eject your device properly. So the way you do this is you take on your 31, let's say it's a 31 gigabit backup device, or in your case I believe it's a 16 gig device. You do a right click and then an eject, and then you just confirm everything after that. Okay, so once that's done, I guess we have completed the procedure. Everything that follows after that is quite self-explanatory. Okay, you do a physical remove of your USB device, and then you submit it to your manager, and then the manager makes sure that the USB is returned to head office so that we could do a consolidation of all of the files from the different cafes. So thank you for following this procedure. I hope you understand this goes a long way in securing our systems. Thank you very much and good day.